Hi everybody, welcome to Mechanical Advantage Garage. I'm Kerry and this is my garage. I just wanted to come on here and give a quick message to my loyal subscribers. First of all, thank you for sticking with me. I know that video uploads have slowed to a crawl this year, and I kind of want to give you an explanation for that and then talk about the future of my channel and what's going to happen, right? So first, the bad news. The reason why I haven't been able to make a lot of videos and a lot of production stuff this year is I have been battling cancer, specifically large B-cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, right? It's the reason why my hair is short and my beard is gone. I did try to shoot some video this year. If you look closely in some of those videos, I don't look the healthiest in some of those clips. Hopefully you haven't noticed, but at any rate, I wanted to tell you this, not for any kind of sympathy, not for any, I'm not trying to raise money or anything like that. But I do, feel like you guys hung in there, so I owed you an explanation. The good news is that I have finished my chemotherapy treatments. My hair is growing back, which I am really, really happy about. I've missed my hair terribly. And I'm going to start producing more videos, really get the projects rolling. I need to finish up right here the Mecum purchased Moto Guzzi and get that off the lift. It's so close to being finished that I need that part 3 video done so I can talk all sorts of crap about Mecum and its auction process and how you can easily get ripped off. I'm just kidding, although some of those things are actually true. Mecum is kind of a scary buyer beware situation that once you do a few things to protect yourself, it can be a lot of fun and you can have a lot of fun bidding, but yeah, it's real easy to get excited in the moment and overspend. And also, you know what, I'll talk about it in another video. Some other projects that are going to be new is my 2006 Ducati Sport 1000, one of approximately 350 206 yellow Sport 1000 mono postos in the US. It's a very small production run worldwide too. I unfortunately have turned this bike into somewhat of a barn find. The timing belts on these have a specific year, a number of years that they last, and the timing belt on this one is well past that, so I haven't been riding the bike. It literally hasn't been started in 2 years. And yeah, so it's become a bit of a barn find in its own right, and once this is off the lift and some of my other bikes have been tended to on the maintenance, we'll resurrect this on the channel and get it running. It only has about 6,000 miles and I bought it brand new, so all the damage is mine. And there are quite a few things to fix because these bikes are surprisingly fragile, being a Ducati. Also, I have some Sportster content right here that's going to be coming up. I know this is a lot of bike stuff, but I'll get to the car stuff in a second. This is my 1971 XL CH Sportster that has both kick and electric start. I'm going to recondition a lot of it. I may even paint it on the channel. Plus, there's bikes back here that I need to tend to that you guys haven't even seen yet. And I need to get some more of my XLH Hill Climber content done. So there's a lot of bike stuff coming up if you like bikes, right? Regarding the car, the GTO, which is right here, I had a mechanical failure recently, a very significant one, which I will cover on the channel coming up. There's going to be a video about probably the worst day I've ever had with this car. I had 2 could have been serious mechanical failures in one day in the span of several hours of each other, and it's all because Austin told me to come to a car show, and so it's all Austin's fault. But anyway, there's exciting things coming for the channel. I thought it was important to sort of cover some of that stuff. And gosh darn, garage light is on a timer and I didn't shut it off. But I thought it would be important to give you guys a teaser of what's coming up. And and I have more brand new Moto Guzzi content too. This is the 2023 V7 I got from Throttle Company, and I'm going to make a few more modifications on the bike to make it more tall guy friendly. And there's not a lot of information on modifying these bikes, and so I think that a lot of people would benefit from seeing that. So let's get a quick look around my garage at some stuff, some teasers, some exciting things that are going to happen, and yeah, let's take a tour. Something I have been toying with doing on the channel but haven't done anything with yet is this right here. And if you can't tell what it is, and it just looks like a whole bunch of garbage and implements, it's this is actually my father's 1964 Rupp dart cart. And you can see here, it's kind of upside down, but yeah, dart cart made in Mansfield, Ohio. Ironically enough, we had never lived in Ohio or visited Ohio before my dad bought this in '64. It's got a McCulloch chainsaw engine with triple carburation. It's 3 1-barrels. And it's got some cool parts, like it's got magnesium wheels and a lot of really interesting stuff. My father was into kart racing. I think he graduated high school in '62, so this was, when he was in his 20s. And this was his racing kart. And what's neat about it is it has a clutch. Even though it's belt drive, there's a motorcycle hand clutch on it that you move back and forth, and that disengages the belt drive. It's 1 speed, so there's no transmission. The only reason you have a clutch is to start and to stop. Now, these have gotten ridiculously collectible in the last couple years. I think I saw one recently sell on Bring a Trailer for like $5,000-$6,000, which for an old, beat up cart that you can't race anywhere, I think is crazy town. What's really funny is, when I was a kid, this still ran, and I would rip up and down the streets of Long Island and Queens, New York on the thing until either the police caught me and took me home, or somebody's parents complained, or the neighbors complained. So I used to have a lot of fun with this too. And it's 2-stroke. It's, McCulloch chainsaw engines. So I haven't decided whether I'm going to do anything with this yet on the channel. But let me know in the comments if you want to see the kart content, because I think it's cool. Otherwise, I'm just going to kind of hose it off and put it on display in my house, and it'll be a real conversation piece. Well, you heard me mention my 1971 XLCH Sportster. XLCH Sportsters were the kick-only version, but at some point, somebody put an electric start on this one. As you can see right in here, there's the electric starter. It also has a 3.2-gallon King tank, which is nice for actually riding these around. Sportsters, Ironhead Sportsters came with a 2.2-gallon peanut tank, which was really kind of lousy for mileage. The bike's a bit of a nut and bolt mashup, right? It's got parts from different years. The seat's from '65. The front end is a 79 and up dual disc front end. I think the rear fender is a later Sportster fender, and the taillight is a Tombstone taillight. It's actually a glass Tombstone taillight off of a knucklehead. So I don't know where somebody found that, but it's not one of the reproductions. Kind of interesting. It's got a few issues. I think it needs a coil. It's certainly sumping the oil, so I'm going to have to rebuild the oil pump, or at least put a check ball valve in it. And it's, it's got some issues here and there, but it's a fun bike to ride around. I do love it. I'm not sure if I'm going to sell it. I don't like black bikes, and the paint on it is kind of awful, so I am thinking about color changing it. And if you have a suggestion for color, I would love to hear it. Put it in the comments. I was thinking about doing metal flake, like really heavy bass boat flake, because it is a 71 and it's kind of, goes with it. And I think like either blue, green, or red would go with that white seat. And by the way, I do have white grips for it. They're just not on right now. And white foot peg rubbers and all that stuff. So it's going to be kind of fun to do all that. And then next to it is Thor. This is the K0 1970 Honda chopper that I bought from Mecum. It's going to be the part 2 of my Mecum series, part 1 being the 87 Guzzi. And it's going on the lift. We're going to get it running. We're going to get it sorted out. And then this one's going up for sale. So if anybody wants a K0 and wants a cool old timepiece, reach out to me. If you think I should restore it to stock, let me know. Hit at me in the comments. If you think I should keep it as this like time warp chopper, by all means, tell me in the comments. But here's the coolest part about it is if you look at the flames, they're candy flames, so they flicker as you move around. So that's kind of neat. And then over here, we have the 2006 Ducati Sport 1000. Again, this is a bike I bought new. Every mile on this bike I put on myself. Only a few people have ridden it. It's a very analog motorcycle. It weighs 375 pounds dry. Wet, it's still under 400 pounds. So it's kind of a crazy, it's not super fast. It's not like ZX 11 fast or GSXR fast, but it is, like, for what it is, a very light, a very analog bike. It makes, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think it was 90 horsepower at the rear wheel on one of those rolling dynos that shows up at motorcycle shows. I did the dyno test a couple years ago, and I was kind of surprised at how well it ran. The best way I can describe this bike is it's like riding an explosion down the street. But as you can see, it's seen better days. The plastic turn signals have broken off their stalks, which is a common failure on these bikes. Actually, Ducati intended for people to replace the turn signals, so they didn't make them very robust. I have the parts to fix it, so I'm going to do that. And then we're going to give it a full service and put new tires on it, because the cord's actually showing in the rear. So that's some of the projects that we're going to see coming up. Hopefully it gets you excited about stuff. I do love this Ducati. It's one of my favorite bikes, and I hope to never sell it, but it is living up to its name as an Italian mistress. I can tell you that much. Something you guys have never seen on this channel before is my 1995 Jeep YJ. This is another vehicle that I bought brand new. I bought this when I was a senior in high school, and I still own it. It's got about 140,000 miles on it, and I have pretty much destroyed it. It does still shine up pretty nice. Like, that is some shiny original paint, never repainted, but it's got some, rust hole issues. I don't know if you can see that here. I don't have a flashlight, but yeah, it's got some body work that it needs tending to. It's got a boreless stainless exhaust on, and they don't make anymore, and the muffler cracked. So I'm going to have to figure out something about the exhaust. Here there's a rot hole in the cowl I have to address. This is going to be my attempt to do metal work. I'm going to teach myself how to do body work. I've never done it before. I think this will be a fun thing to cover on the channel if you guys are into projects and doing stuff. But this is a cool Jeep. I've always loved it. There's always been times where I thought, I should probably sell this. And the reality is, I've had this for so long, and so many people know me by this vehicle that it's a part of my identity now. At this point, who would I be without my Jeep? It's actually quite a rare Jeep in and of itself. It came with the what's known as the tow package, which most people didn't know about and Jeep didn't advertise. But the tow package was a not posi rear, but what did they call it? Track lock, or whatever Chrysler's version of a posi was. It came with that, and it came with 355 gears. Most Jeeps are 308 gears if they're a 6-cylinder, and are 411s or 456s if they're a 4-cylinder. I can't remember which one it is. This is a 4-liter 6-cylinder 5-speed Jeep, and it has 355 gears in it, front and rear. That came from the factory that way. I've heard that there's only a couple thousand Jeeps that were delivered like this because it was such an unknown package. Like I said, I bought this new. Somebody else had ordered it. It's got every option you could get on a YJ that's not a Sahara or a Rio Grande or any special edition. This is literally just an SE. But it had the chrome bright package from the factory. It has air conditioning. It came with factory air conditioning. And I know I can hear you Jeep guys saying, well, there's no such thing as factory air conditioning on a YJ. And the answer to that is yes and no. Okay. When this thing came off the car carrier, and I was there for it, the AC compressor and all of the hardware for air conditioning was already installed on the engine. The only thing that wasn't hooked up that the dealer had to do was the interior controls for the vents inside. So the vents were not under the dash and the controls were not hooked up. That's what the dealer had to do. But yeah, when this thing came off the carrier, it had the compressor on it already, which kind of shocked me. It also came with both tops, and I've shown the what do you call it, tops, the windows, the plexi windows, to other people that have Chrysler emblems on them. And what's funny is I hear people say, I've never seen that before. But it's basically a best top, soft top that Chrysler put a part number on and put their logos on. It's identical in every way to a best top, soft top for hard door Jeep. But it had Chrysler logos and it had Chrysler part numbers. And actually, I had the rear window replaced, and I did it at a Jeep dealer. And they got me a replacement best top back window that still had a Chrysler logo on the plexi. So I thought that was crazy. It came with a hard top too. The hard top's in the shed. And we're going to fix all sorts of crazy stuff on it. So if you like Jeep content, that's going to be coming up this year too. And then we got to fix the broken GTO. So look for the GTO content coming up. I can't have a disabled car in my driveway. So that's going to be first on the list of tackling right now. And then I'll get back to the Guzzi, hopefully. So yeah, and I know what you guys are thinking. How do you ever work in a garage like this? And I got to tell you, I ask myself that question a lot. So hopefully we'll clean up my garage too. And you know what? We'll get back on the Volkswagen bike too. I know it's hiding in the back there, and I want to get, it hasn't run in about a year and a half, and I want to get back to it. So we'll get that done as well. So that's it for this episode. I'm sorry it's not more interesting, but like I said, I felt like I owed you guys an explanation for why my channel has been lacking, and I owe you a huge thank you for continuing to tune in to what little content I have been able to put out lately. The status right now is doctors are saying I'm tentatively in remission. They're going to do another test in December, and then they'll declare remission fully. Right now, I don't have a lot of energy. I'm still rebuilding a lot of my energy. It's hard for me to work on stuff, but it was even harder when I was going through chemo because, guys, I'll tell you about chemo. It's like the worst set of hangover bed spins that you've ever had, and they last for 5 days. And then, you know, when you're just starting to get over that, your immune system is completely destroyed. So you can't like go out, and you have to like quarantine. Otherwise, if you get sick, there's a chance you could die from it, depending on how sick you get. it's just kind of a nightmare. So it killed all my momentum. It killed all my energy. It kept me from going to shows. There were a couple of times where I sort of snuck out and went to shows to just kind of capture stuff. And I'll tell you a funny story. I went to the Arthritis car show this year, and in the middle of it, walking around, I was only there for like an hour and a half. And I had just had my chemotherapy appointment the day before, and I threw up in the bushes at the car show. Like, at one point, I just had to like duck behind a building to where the shrub was, and I just puked all over the place. Yeah, that's the fun part about chemo, is you throw up a lot too. I did lose like 50 pounds, but I'm slowly finding it. I think I know where I left it. Hopefully I don't find all of it. But I do not recommend the chemotherapy diet, even though it was very effective for me. It just doesn't make you feel good. But eventually you do feel good afterwards if you have cancer and you're recovering from it. So, jokes aside, thank you very much. I love that you guys have hung in there. I can't say thank you enough. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, hit subscribe, and get at me in the comments, give me compliments, give me well wishes, pay attention to me. If you didn't like it, call me all sorts of names. Tell me what I'm doing wrong with my videos. Tell me what you want to see. Like, that's the big thing. Of all the crap that I have around here, tell me what interests you the most and what you want to see more of. Do you want to see more event coverage? You want to see me go to shows and talk about like all the weird esoteric Steve Magnante style knowledge that I have, stored up here that is rapidly disappearing as chemotherapy erased it? Or do you want to see me like fumble my way through trying to fix something I overpaid for at Mecum and salvage stuff? Like I said, I'm not a great mechanic, but I try. The whole point of this channel is not to be instructional, it's to be inspirational. I'm a dude on a budget. I got a kid that I have to put through college soon. So I'm just a guy with a lot of stuff trying to make, the part of my hobby, be relaxing, except it's never relaxing. I'm just a guy trying to do like cool motorcycle and car stuff like I wanted to do when I was 17, except I'm 47 now. So yeah, like I said, hit like, hit subscribe, and I will see you next video.